Hi, I'm Tiffany with New Perspective Fitness, and for this Master Movers micro workout, we're going to mobilize and strengthen our backs. We're going to begin on the mat with a foam roller, so grab your equipment and let's get moving. Begin down on your mat with your foam roller, and we're going to start with mobilizing our thoracic spine. I'm going to put 1 minute on the clock. So I'd like you to hold your head so that we're stabilizing our head and supporting our neck. And I'm going to lift my hips, and you can roll forward and back. Now we're trying to get the upper middle back, and to try to get all aspects, I even want you to lean a little bit to your right. That might tap into your latissimus dorsi and feel a little spicy. And then center, and then lean to your left. And you can just play around with these different aspects of the thoracic spine. We're helping to alleviate tightness in the muscles around this thoracic spine, this upper middle back, and we're improving mobility and reducing discomfort in this area. Breathe deeply because this can feel a little bit tender in some areas. So breathing deeply really helps us relax into this mobility drill. Now we're going to move into a thoracic spine static stretch. Now, general cue is to have the foam roller at the bottom of the shoulder blades, but we can certainly play around with that. So we're going to put 1 minute on the clock here. We're holding our head in our hands right now, and I want you to try to keep your hips down as we extend our head back. Now, in a perfect world, we're going to get our head and have it touch the ground, but that is so hard to do. So most of us are not able to keep our hips down and drop our head back, but let's attempt that. Now, as you attempt that, you might need to move the foam roller. And once you have a spot, if you want to make this a deeper stretch, you can extend your arms over your head, okay? And then to exit this pose, you're going to place your hands back on your head, and you're going to slowly come out of that thoracic extension and return to neutral. And I want you to center and ground yourself by looking straight forward, just beyond your thighs. And we're going to take a few deep breaths here, because anytime you do inversions, that can cause lightheadedness or dizziness. So we just want to be very careful as we exit those deep stretches. Okay, for our third move, we're going to move into cat and cow. Now, when I do cat-cow, I like to stabilize my lumbar spine, my low back. So I'm going to do that today with the foam roller. And this will demand a little bit narrower stance out of us, and that's okay. It'll make balance a little bit more challenging. So we have our shoulders stacked over our wrists, and our hips are over our knees, and we have a narrow stance here. 1 minute on the clock. I want you to exhale as you round through the spine. You're dropping your head and looking at your chest and belly into cat pose. This is an exhalation. Inhale as you move through neutral and look up into cow pose, and you're doing neck extension and you're arching the back. So alternating between flexion and extension is a great way to mobilize the neck and the upper middle back. The point of hugging the foam roller is to keep our low back nice and still and really help that mobilization through the rest of the spine. and stop. We're now moving into foam roller back extension. Now, if you have shoulder issues, you'll want to just take this foam roller out and you can just do normal back extension that you know. Otherwise, if your shoulders are healthy and you're up for this added challenge, we're gonna lay all the way flat on the mat and position the roller just right above your elbow joint. We'll do one practice together. Now, you're going to look down at the mat and just have your nose and head hovering above the mat, just like so. And then we will exhale as you pull the roller closer to you. Notice how the roller is moving towards my wrists, and I'm gonna look skyward. And then I'll inhale as I go back down, okay? So let's do this nice and gently, 1 minute on the clock. You're exhaling as you pull the roller closer to you. The foam roller moves towards your wrists, and you look skyward. And then you inhale when you return to the start position. Now we're working through our back and we're opening up through our chest. We're keeping the top of our feet down. We're strengthening our low back, our erector spinae muscles as we exhale and lift our chest up. The foam roller really helps us get a nice deep back extension, and it's facilitating a nice smooth movement. And stop. For our final exercise, we're moving into thread the needle with a chest opener. We're going to utilize the foam roller to stabilize our low back, the lumbar spine. I'm going to put 30 seconds on the clock. With your right arm, please move into thread the needle as you lay on the right side of your face and shoulder. Press through your left hand and look up as you move into a chest opener. Look up at your right hand. We're always exhaling when you go into the rotation and you lay on the side of your face and shoulder. And then inhale when you look up and you move into that chest opener. Let's move on to the left side. 30 seconds on the clock. And begin. Exhale as you go into thread the needle. Lay on the left side of your face and shoulder. And then look up at your left arm as you move into the chest opener. So with this move, we're working on rotary mobility. We're feeling this through the upper mid back and the neck. Nice. All right, so we will end there. Thank you so much for joining me for this micro workout. I'm Tiffany with New Perspective Fitness, and I'll catch you next time.